Great. All right, Year 10. If anybody would like to do this activity at home, you're very, very welcome to do so, but please don't feel the pressure to do it. I've got some milk crates that were just lying around at home, and then you can use, if you've got any Hessian bags or old towels, they are going to get killed, so don't expect them to come back. But everything else I got from Woolworths. So I got bags of potting mix. I've got some organic potatoes. We've got Sebago, and I got Dutch cream potatoes, and I also got Power Feed all-purpose fertilizer. So everything that you needed there, you can get from Coles or this lot came from Woolworths, but I presume you can get them from lots of places. So all I'm going to do for this is these Hessian bags, I just unpicked one side of them, and I'm just going to put them in the bottom just to line the milk crates, stop all the soil falling out. And then what we're going to do, one of the things that you have to be conscious of is inside soil, particularly dry soil, you can get fungal spores, and you don't want to breathe them in. Fungal spores are little spores from fungus. So you know, like when you see mold on things, you don't really want to breathe in the spores. So one of the ways that you prevent yourself from breathing it in is by damping down the soil before you start playing with it. So what I'm going to do is split this bag of soil open.
Pocket knife. Preferably use a pocket knife.
Well, whatever you've got. So I'm going to just slit that open.
Into quarters.
That is into quarters. Good maths, Toby. This is already fairly damp.
But you want to dampen it up a bit more.
Yeah. Okay, that way it just limits your risks. Alright, now boys, can you help me? We're going to lift this up and we're going to tip it into here.
I can fertilizer without tipping as less as possible.
So all of that into there. Alright.
And then add a bit more water.
Yeah, I think a bit more water would be a good idea, Toby. What we're actually going to do is with this water, we're going to add some fertilizer. So sit tight. Now what you'll see, guys, sorry about the noise in the background, is I don't want to pack this in. I want it to stay nice and loose and fluffy. Because potatoes are grown in under the ground, they're going to grow tubers in the soil. We want it to be fluffy so that they can expand and move and the roots can grow easily through it. So don't pack it down, all right? So this time, Toby, can you fill up that container? Try not to like your brother with it.
It sounds like a yak doing that.
That's about to go everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, good work.
It sounds like a yak doing a massive fart.
Oh, thanks, Toby. Not appropriate for an educational video, dude.
Well, it's true.
Okay, so the fertilizer we've got asks us to fertilize for herbs, vegetables and annuals, 50 mils in 9 litres of water once a week. So if we're doing this in 1 litre of water, I think it's about 5.5 mils. So we're going to do 11 mils. Can you find, where would 11 be on that, Toby?
11 there.
Nice, good work. Hang on, no, we want this stuff out of here, into that water.
Want it out.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit stinky. So don't squirt it on anybody.
Squirt.
Riley, could you close the front door so the cats don't get out for me, please?
Yes, Mum.
Okay, so Tobes, you're going to put that into there. And pull back the plunger. Good. Sit more. No, suck it up. Yep, nice. Oh, all over
black and green. Disgusting.
Black and gooey and disgusting. And squirt it into there. Nice.
Put the cork back on and shake it off.
So we're going to wet down this soil. Now guys, I just got a little bit on my hands. I'm going to make sure that I wash my hands afterwards.
Funny.
Alright, and then which bag of potatoes are we going to put in these blue?
Potatoes, probably
This
the
one,
cream
that one?
one.
Okay, they're the Sebagos.
Sebagos. Like the Doritos.
Alright, the reason why I've used organic potatoes is that, I don't know if it's true, but somebody said to me once that normal potatoes get sprayed with stuff to stop them shooting and when they're in your cupboard. So I thought I'd get organic ones just for the sake of it. And what we're going to do is plant these so they're about 10 centimeters below the top of the soil and cover them up. That's it.
Like with seeds.
Just like with these are effectively a seed. Yeah, absolutely.
Effectively.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Thank you. Now this could take a few weeks to germinate, and potatoes don't like a lot of water. So what I'm going to suggest you do is, if you're going to follow along at home, I'm going to water these, I think, with 500 mils a day. And once a week I'm going to add in some of the liquid fertilizer at the same rate as what we just did now. If I change that, I will let you know, but that's for an experimental design. We're going to use the same soil. We're going to use the different types of potatoes as our independent variable. Potatoes, yep.
Potatoes.
And we're going to replicate it. So these two here are going to be our Sebagos. And in these ones here, we're going to put the Dutch creams. Now, ideally, I would like to have done it more than twice. If anyone happens to be doing this at home using the same setup, I would really, really like your data so that we can add to it. But if you're not doing it, it really is absolutely fine. It's just that I thought, as a practical subject, you might want to be involved in it. But we've got replication. I'm going to put them out in the sunny area along the side of my house, water them every day. And our dependent variable, I thought we'd measure a few things. I thought we'd measure the number of potatoes that we get.
Potatoes.
And the weight of them.
The potatoes weight.
Potatoes weight, that's right. So I'll go through it once more, set it up, and then I'll let you guys go. All right, can you get me a liner? Yep, whack it in there. You know what to do.
Let's plant these potatoes. Potato. Potato. Same thing. Kids. I say potatoes. I say potatoes rule, everyone.
Riley, I just need you to calm down a little bit for me, okay?
Ah, so annoying. Ah. Like I wasn't paying attention.
Do I still film?
No,
Right.
why not?
Do I still film?
Yeah, that's good, thanks.
You.
I forgot.
You forgot that bit?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
struggling.
this one here doesn't help because I didn't actually split that one down. So that one's...
What about this one? Did you split this one down?
Yep, see how it's got an opening?
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Now I see the... Oh, where's the opening? This opening? That's stitched up.
Yep, so I've undone one of the openings.
Undone an opening. Ah, opening found,
Awesome.
I think.
Coach, can you do the same with that one there?
Nope. Opening not found.
This whole thing here, sweetie.
Yeah, but that's
Isn't
stitched
open.
up.
Yep. So it's like one big giant opening.
Oh, okay. Opening found. You want me to make some more of that fertilizer stuff?
Yeah, if you can start filling up the container, that would be great.
11.
Now just put in the water first.
I know we need this.
I don't know that we actually will because we're using a bigger one.
How do I turn it on?
Twist the little grey part at the end.
This part?
So that further down.
What can I do, Mum?
can go and
By the way.
you can put another Sebago potato in there
Sebago, sure. I'd love to put in another
and
Sebago
stay on this
potato.
side, please, so that.
I'd love to do another Sebago potato.
Okay, Riley, I'm gonna send you inside if you can't settle. Yeah, do that. Don't cut it down, remember I said? Oh yeah. In the instructions, so I just want it covered. Fluffy, can you come to this side of the basket? Otherwise everyone just...
Please don't spray on my like I just did.
Alright, and then these other two.
The
That's
Dutch cream.
Just turn it off, Toby.
The Dutch creams. Okay. Same thing. Can you hold this, Mum? Respect, Mum.
Yeah, so exactly the same thing.
11 mils.
11 mils, please, Toby.
Can you let me know when to stop?
Yeah, you can do that. So our independent variable is going to be our types of potatoes, and we're going to see which ones grow better, but our measure of growing better is going to be the weight of the potatoes. Riley, could you stay behind here? And the number of potatoes. The things that we're keeping consistent, our variables held constant, are our type of soil, our amount of water, and the amount of fertilizer that they get. Is this good? See how there's a whole lot of air in there? Oh, yeah. So push the air out and start over. You know. And we'll give them the same amount of time to grow as well. I'm expecting that this will take somewhere between about 3 and 5 months, and we'll harvest them after the potato plants have been dead for probably a week or so. But that's good. That's good, folks. Just put it in that. Yep.
Try not to get drenched.
That would be a bonus. And again, guys, please don't feel like you have to do this. It's just an optional extra for while you're in isolation. We would normally do this at school. Obviously, that's going to be a problem this year. All right, guys, I'll send you the instructions for what I've done. Please make sure that you're conscious of the risks with the sun and sun protection. Please do it on a non-slip surface. Make sure that you can't inhale any fungal spores. If you are using, when you're cutting open the bags, I probably suggest scissors rather than a knife, or at least be careful. Make sure that you're on a non-slip flooring and surface. And I'll send you the rest of the possible risks that I've been able to think up and what could go wrong and how to prevent it. Have fun, and hopefully we'll all get lots of potatoes, and we can, I would say goodbye from there, you nincompoop. And hopefully we'll be able to share some data for anyone who does it. All right.
Bye. Goodbye, everyone. See you. Have fun planting your potatoes.
You guys gonna do